Hello, beautiful people. I am from Scarborough, Maine, so I am the local flavor over here. And yes, indeed. Ow! And I've never been called a local before, and you know why, but it's a deep honor. Before I begin, I want to give a hand out to Frontier for having us here all together as family. So thank you, Frontier, for having us. So this is a story about touring, running into something very foreign and very strange. So I'm a runner. I've been running for a long time. I think I'm sometimes pretty good at it. And I've run the beach to beacon many a time. And I'm in the elite top 3 of Turkish, American, Pakistani category. Ages 40 to 45. Really speedy bastard. I'm a speedy bastard. You know, I run a 6:30, fairly good clip rate. I was born and raised in Pakistan, so, you know, hot temperature, not a problem. Humid days, not a problem. It's okay. So a handful of years ago, I wanted to run the beach to begin again. I just couldn't get into the lottery system. You know, the computer is a piece of, you know, it's not working out. And so I was bumming out. And a friend of mine called Jeff, last name not to be divulged, said, you know what, I have a bib. I'll give you my bib. Now remember, this is not allowed. You're not supposed to run into somebody else's bib. But you know what? I'm in the top 3 Turkish, Pakistani American runners in the age bracket of 40 to 45. Sure, I deserve to run. Why not? You know. Hubris. You know, my wife Mary, who's here, says to me, you know what, honey, you should put your contact information in the back, the emergency contact information. I don't need emergency contact information. What? Again, hubris. So the day comes. It's pretty hot. You know, it's okay. But the race starts late. So it's humid, it's hot, I'm in the front, and I don't drink anything. But why should I? I grew up in Pakistan. I'm Turkish. It's like a camel. I don't need anything. I just run. And so the race starts. I'm off. It's a 10K beach to beacon. You know, the flavor is all there. Maine, runners, everyone. I'm going at a fairly clip rate. I get to the 5K mark. It's about 19 minutes. And I'm looking at my watch. I'm happy. I'm running. And then I look down at my watch. It's about the 5-mile mark. And I'm like at 31. I'm like, this is really good. And then my eyes open up. It's just white. It's pure white. And I'm like, shit. I'm in heaven. I don't hear anything. Things are just, and the white is like this fuzzy white. Whoa, it's like, you know that sort of like soft, glowy light that comes from the top? I'm going, wow. Wow, I'm in heaven, and it's really quiet. Really quiet. And I can't hear anything, right? I can't. I'm like, wow, this is great. So, I don't know, moments pass. I don't know how long it passes. And then from the corner of my eye, and there's this weird sort of unhinged feeling in the brain, sort of things are tenuous. Things are not making real sense. I saw this little white, and then this blue, and then I see a face sort of come in the front, like angels. And I say heaven. So I'm thinking heaven. You know, the mind's like heaven. Is this heaven? It's heaven. So I'm thinking Ava Gardner. Am I going to see Ava Gardner? Rumi, Heidegger, Stanley Kubrick, the director of 2001. Wow, what am I going to see? And then this fuzzy face says, hey, Jeff, can you hear me? And I can't see anything. Also, the angels, was the voice of God It's the voice of God. Got the name wrong, but that's okay. God is not infallible. Come on. And then the voice says, "Hey, Jeff, can you hear me?" I'm like, oh, and I can't say anything. My mouth is just like completely paralyzed. Again, my tongue is sort of wrapped up in my jaw, and I couldn't say anything, right? So then I hear it says, "Blink once for yes, twice for no." So I'm like, I'm trying to control my eyes. I'm twitching. Who knows what I look like? So I'm like going, once, yes. I can hear. I can see. I can't talk. I can hear. I say, hey, Jeff, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. I'm like, whoa, the God is saying, I've done all right. I'm gonna be all right. I'm not gonna burn in hell. The 7, levels of Dante do not apply to me. I've done all right. I was a good father, a good husband, sure, maybe early going, but that's okay. I did my part. And then she said, "Jeff, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right." I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're so sweet, God. You're so sweet. Again, things are very disjointed. I truly think I'm in heaven, right? And then she said, "Hey, Jeff, you're in the med tent." And I said, "Med tent? Why the heck am I in a med tent in heaven? I mean, is there a med tent in heaven? Why? It's heaven." It says, "Hey, Jeff, you're in the med tent." And I said, "Med tent?" And then my eyes started to get focused a little bit. And then I am seeing other things. Now remember, I can't move. I can't move my head. Just nothing. And she says, "Hey, Jeff, can you move your head?" I was like, "Hey, I'm not Jeff, but I can't say much about that. And no, I can't move my head." So I'm blinking again, not twice. She said, "Is that a no or a yes?" I'm like, "Look, it's a no." And then I'm trying. I can't move. But suddenly I'm able to get my head down to my chin a little bit. And like those movies where the entire canopy of the universe goes from wide, and I see, I'm in a tub, this big tub. It's full of ice up to my chin. It's like I'm in a tub of ice up to my chin. What the hell? She says, "Hey, Jeff, you gotta sip on this Gatorade." I'm like, I can't move, I can't say anything. What's going on over here? Ah! And then she says, we have to call your emergency contact, Jeff, we have to call your emergency contact. Now I'm thinking, hang on. Yeah, what's my wife's name? What's my wife's name? Somebody please help me. But it's all in your head. It's like marbles going in your head. Bing, 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 boom, boom, boom. It's like I can't make sense of things. Mary, yes. And then I'm thinking, the numbers. I'm trying to think that, but the numbers don't make sense. The 7s become the 9s, the 9s become the 2s. And I was like, I don't know the number. But I can't say I don't know the number. I can't say my wife's name is Mary. So I'm like, so she goes, Jeff, remember, you're going to be all right, Jeff. I'm like, oh, God. And then another voice comes in. It's like, "Hello, I'm the doctor in the med tent. We are going to rotate you." Why are you going to rotate? Why are you going to rotate me? And he says, "We are going to rotate you so we can take your temperature." You guys know, you know where that's going. He says, "To get the most accurate temperature, we have to rotate you. You may or may not feel a tug." Okay, so imagine, my eyes are focused a little bit. So now they rotate me. Think of a human being in this tub of ice being rotated. I can't move. I can't freaking move. So they rotate me in the tub. So I'm like, let's rotate
I feel a very, very small tug. Very, very small tug. And now my eyes are a little focused. I can see, I was like, holy crap. I mean, I got no shoes. I got no shorts. I got no shirt. I got no socks. My underwear's all half pulled down. I'm like, oh, and I'm thinking, oh, do I look good? Do I look good? And I'm saying, you catch yourself. You say, oh, hold on, you nitwit. I mean, you got a thermometer up your butt. You're in a tub of ice. You can't feel shit. You can't say anything. You can barely see. You're flittering and fluttering with your freaking blinking yes or no, and you're worried about it. But you can't say those things. You just can't say those things. So then a couple of minutes pass. Things pass, and then the doctor says, your core temperature is 106, Jeff. 106. You have to be here for a little while. Like, 106? I used to play cricket in the streets of Karachi, you moron! Come on, that's nothing. This is an emergency situation, Jeff. Just take it easy. We're gonna take care of you. You're gonna be all right. I'm like, okay. All right. So then, nurse says, so hey, Jeff. I'm like, oh, no, my name is not Jeff. So I try to say, my name is not Jeff. So she says, then what is your name? So I'm like, oh shit. I mean, under the best oratorial skills of theater, John Gielgud, Richard Burton, Olivier, saying Kerem Durdag is in itself a challenge. I mean, usually if people say it's Karen Buddha or Harham Dirtbag or Karen Dude. I'm like, how am I gonna say this? But I'm trying to process. I'm saying, I can do it. Ooh, yes, I can. So I say, So now the woman is like, she's trying not to laugh. I can make it out. I can move. But she's trying not to laugh. She said, what is wrong with you people? This is a world-class race. You guys don't train. It's a crappy, humid day. And all of you are collapsing like flies. At least you should train. I'm going, ooh. You know how much I've been training for how many years and races I've run? I'm not an amateur. So I said, what an amateur. Not an amateur. And then she's like, oh, that got you all fired up. I'm like, again, I can't enunciate. I can't carry on a conversation. So then the minutes pass. Things are sort of very elastic when you've had a heat stroke. Things sort of stretch and stretch. So then the doctor comes in. Kerem, we're going to take another temperature. You may feel a tug. So it's like, what's this with the tug? It's okay. Stuff it up. It's all right. I'm okay. So, it's okay. Turkey-based reaction, not a problem. Takes the temperature again and says, your temperature is dropping. You need to be here for a little while, but I think you're going to be okay. You've survived. You almost died. I'm like, oh. So now I can start making out. So I say, Mary. I actually start talking. My tongue was so swollen that it really had no room to go. And my jaw is frozen because when you get a heat stroke, your brain just shuts down. The neuron pathways just quit on you. It's just done. So then I'm in the tub, I don't feel anything. Literally, ice to my neck. They keep on filling it with ice. They come in big tub. I'm like, I don't feel anything. I think I'm in a beach on Karachi in Jamaica. I'm very cool as a cucumber. I don't feel anything. So then they say, well, we've called your wife. She'll be here. You take it easy.
If you don't recover soon enough, you'll have to go to the hospital and to the ER. My God, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. So I stay there. My wife shows up. She's in a state of shock because I'm naked. I'm wrapped up in towels, you know. And I've been there probably, I don't know, my estimate is about half an hour. And later I found out that one of my soccer friends who had actually run the race had come by the same spot. And people were talking about this dude fell down, dropped down like a sack of potatoes, got up, went a couple of steps, and then fell down again. And he was whiter than the white blanket that the ambulance came and took him out in. I'm like, wow, you know. So anyway, so make it back to the car. I got back in, slept the whole day. The whole week I could barely move. It took 3 weeks for my digestive system to come back, just to get back to normal. I'm very, very lucky. But the interesting thing is, a handful of years later, I actually ran the race again and again. I had another adventure at the 50-yard line. Another adventure. That's another story for another day. But that was a good adventure. But the interesting thing is, you know, running is about time increments. You're always running for time. And in this case, to this day, I do not remember anything from that block of time of my life. It's as if there was an eraser head on the magnetic tape and it's just gone. It doesn't exist. Which in some ways is sort of scary and in some ways is sort of weird. In running, it's just this constant tension of trying to get somewhere and not. It's a constant tension of trying to breathe in rhythm or not, or listening to yourself or not. There's always this creative tension of grabbing something and letting go, just letting go, which is sort of maybe a metaphor for life. And for me, I'm very, very fortunate to be here. Very fortunate in this state of mind. You know, some may say perhaps it's marginal, but hey, you know. but running for me is a release. And you run, and I always will check the back of my neck if I'm sweating, because that's an indication your body's actually functioning. In retrospect, I should have done that, and I didn't. I always drink before I go out, always. But the other interesting thing is I pray. I get into a rhythm, I pray. I pray for myself, I pray for my friends, I pray for my family. You get in this really cool rhythm. And there are days I'm really, 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 really grateful for that. And especially on the days when I run with a very dear friend of mine. His name is John Cool. I've been running with him for like 10 years. You know, it's because I can. I mean, my core temperature was 106, and I still am able to run with John today. And I'm blessed, and I'm really, really blessed. So thank you so much for listening to this story.